Hey everybody, welcome back to the Headfirst podcast. My name is Colby, and today we have a guest with us here today, possibly a future host. We'll see how it goes. But a guest, my boyfriend Andy. Andy, say hi.
Hello.
How are you doing? Tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Well, came here on the set here today to talk pop culture and other news and entertainment.
We have a set.
Yes, we have a set, a broadcasting studio located out of the office out of my house. It's great. Anyways, yes, I'm glad to be here. Not much about me, but I'm like a onions. There's lots of layers to me, and I'm sure you'll get to know them in due time.
That was beautiful. Okay, so a lot of news this week, so I figure we'll just jump in. But yeah, so we got Andy with us today. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the new Katy Perry single, Chained to the Rhythm. We actually delayed this recording to like 10 p.m. on Thursday to get this done because we wanted to talk about this song. So I'll let you start. What did you think of Chained to the Rhythm?
So I just listened to it while it played on the radio, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not that big of a diehard Katy Perry fan, I would say. Okay, yeah.
Fake.
Okay. Anyways, I liked it because I found its lyrics and it's,
Okay, the lyrics weren't that great.
The whole, we're stuck in a bubble part kind of.
It's got a little political to it.
Yeah, I've heard that phrase a lot tossed around. We're all living in a bubble and that's why Trump won, I guess, because we're ignoring the real America, but hey.
Ooh, getting topical.
Taylor Swift's one. And the music video is a little weird, too.
It's a lyric video, and it's a hamster.
It's a hamster in a wheel, and it's like saying, oh, we're all like this hamster. We're all just stuck in the wheel, I guess, or chained to the rhythm. And it's all very on-the-nose imagery.
I guess it is. I don't know. I was just bopping to it, so I didn't really notice the politicals.
Yes. She's very talented.
She is talented. She is not the best live sometimes, but I think she's very talented.
Have you seen her live?
No, I haven't seen her live. I wanted to.
Who did you see live recently?
Oh, I saw Ariana Grande and Little Mix live, and that was the best. That was my second best concert I've ever been to, right behind the Formation World Tour. That was an incredible show, but Ariana was so good. Honestly, the one thing she needs to focus on is stage presence because she has none of it and she does not talk to the audience at all.
She's too good for Arizona, though.
Okay, it's funny because nobody ever comes to Arizona, ever
That's
on tour, and she opened here.
Don't come to Arizona as a political statement because they're usually against.
Yeah, I think that's why. But
Arizona.
She opened here, which was so cool. We were the opening night. Everyone was DMing me when is she performing? And I was like, yeah. But it was so good. Okay, but back to Katy Perry. I really liked it. I think it was a bop. I don't know.
It was a banger. No, but it had didn't it have Bob Marley's
Yeah, it had Bob Marley's grandson Skip Marley. And while I don't feel he was entirely necessary to the song, I think it was a good verse.
Yeah, I mean it helps certainly having him in there for for what it represents and the time.
I guess that's true. Now, how would you? It
does feel a little cliche to have a chorus that comes in like that, like the rapper. Yeah, I guess.
It's definitely been done before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how would you rate this in comparison to her other lead singles, which would be California Girls, Roar, and I think I Kissed a Girl the lead single?
I guess.
How would you rank this?
It's not much of a, I would say, banger in those kind of took the world by storm. I feel just as far as songs goes, this is more topical to the times.
Oh my god, you're so close to the mic.
Okay, yeah.
How would you rank it?
Just as a song, it was probably better than those songs.
Oh, really? So it's your top one?
Yeah, but I don't know if it as far as, if you want to bop to it, I don't know if it ranks up to those other songs.
Okay, so do you like it kind of because the political message and stuff?
Yeah, there's a little more to it than her
just
other
your
songs.
average pop song.
There's a little more substance than what you would expect, especially with Katy Perry.
It's funny because the lyrics, they sound really just kind of dumb and partyish, but then when you really look at it,
she has take a shot, swing back, there is that sort of typical party imagery and lyrics to it.
But at the same time, it means something else too.
Yeah, we're all chained to this rhythm. And there's something more there.
I just really enjoyed it, honestly. I was jamming to it. I like it. In comparison to her other lead singles, I like it better than Roar. California Girls is tough to beat. That's a bop.
Yes.
That's a bop. But I thought it was good. I'm excited for the video. She's performing it at the Grammys on Sunday, which, let me tell you, I live, like, half of my year is devoted to the VMAs, the other half is devoted to the Grammys, and I am so excited. I'm
more
so
of a movie
excited.
guy, so the Oscars are coming up, so
Oh, nice segue.
be discussing those as well.
Let's do that now.
Thought we were talking about Gaga at the Super Bowl.
We'll do this first. You did a beautiful segue there. Let's not waste it.
Okay, well, La La Land swept the Globes, and that wasn't really like a shocker because the Hollywood Foreign Press, who votes on the Golden Globes, they totally love musicals, and so does most of Hollywood. In fact, Hollywood loves most movies that like are like a love letter to Hollywood. Hollywood will eat up. So La La Land and Past Times was The Artist, and you probably don't remember these
I don't know what these movies
but
are.
they
I
all
just
win
know
Best
La La
Picture.
Land.
But yeah,
Now, what do
I
you
think Moonlight's going up for Best Picture.
There's Moonlight, La La Land, Manchester by the Sea.
Yeah, all these heavy hitters. I mean, Manchester by the Sea is a heavy hitter.
Can I just say that I have been personally offended by whoever chooses the nominees for the Oscars? Moana deserved Best Picture.
Moana deserves Best Song
And Best Picture.
Was it nominated? We don't even know what was nominated. We were
Best Song?
We were horribly prepared.
But it was nominated for Best Song.
It was?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
against I think like 2 La La Land songs.
I mean, Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote some songs for Moana, and he's the guy behind Hamilton.
You know,
you gotta
Disney.
give that guy
Disney
props.
is constantly snubbed for movie like Best Picture. Like even when Snow White, the first ever feature length animated film, came out, that was not nominated for Best Feature.
I don't doubt that.
But why?
Toy Story was the first animated movie to win Best Picture, and that was because it was a landmark in animated.
Okay, it was
technology.
great. Barbie's still like my favorite character from that movie.
I'm still a Toy Story 2 all the way for me.
the new one's coming out soon. I'm excited.
There's another one?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
This is like the years of like
At least
Pixar
the
sequels.
Pixar movies, like, the sequel means something. With like something like Ice Age, they tend to fade
Ice
into
Age.
obscurity quite real quick.
Finding Dory was incredible.
Haven't seen it yet.
I'm getting that, watching it, but okay. But who do you want for Best Picture?
I wouldn't be mad if La La Land wins everything again, just because, that movie made me cry. But
It made me cry.
I'd like to see Manchester by the Sea take it, just purely based on its screenplay and the acting.
He raves about that movie, and I have never seen it.
It's good.
I want La La Land to win more than anything in the world. Let me tell you, we went and saw this movie together. He was seeing it for the second time. I was seeing it for the first time. I won't spoil anything, but when the end, like the last 10 minutes hit, I was like sobbing, like not just crying. I was like heaving,
gut
sobbing.
punch until the last 10 minutes.
And then it steals the essence out of your soul.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone. Both.
And then, so after I was literally convulsing on your chest, like sobbing.
God, yes.
I finally, I managed to get through the tears. I drive home. I'm standing in the shower. I just start again. I just started crying again. There was no reason for it. And it was too much. I think La La Land deserves, it's tied for most nominations ever.
Yeah,
with 14,
I was
I think.
a little taken back by how
You didn't expect it?
You were bawling, and it was.
That was.
Like I had a tear streaming down my cheek. I feel like, but then I looked over at you, and you were.
It wasn't even just like
you had
I was
back.
Heaving, like.
You were hyperventilating. It was awful.
It was so. I don't want to spoil it, but I think I was having
La
a
La
panic
Land
attack.
gave you a panic attack.
It was too much. But honestly, I think it deserves all the nominations.
It was a premonition of the future.
I think it deserves every single nomination it got, and I hope it wins everything except Best Song, because I think Moana...
We're not going to spoil anything on this, are we?
No spoilers. Because it's still kind of relatively new.
The ending, I'm not going to spoil much, but let's just say that...
No, don't spoil anything.
Okay.
Be very discreet.
I was going to be very vague, but go ahead.
Okay. What would you rather have win for best song? Would you rather have Moana win or La La Land?
Well,
and if you answer wrong, I'll punch you.
I think City of Stars was nominated for La La Land, so while
I
like that song, I think Moana's How Far I'll Go is a just a superior song as far as...
staring at the edge of the water long. I still listen to that on the daily. Honestly, I think it deserves I think
Shiny by Lin-Manuel Miranda should...
I'd rather be shiny.
Yeah, because it has that guy from,
who is
Flight
that?
of the Conchords guy.
I have no idea who that is.
He does the voice. That whole thing was like a David Bowie tribute. And that guy...
Was it?
That guy's voice has already been used in a David Bowie tribute on Rick and Morty, which is
I
funny.
didn't know that.
But
now,
anyways,
what would you rather have win for animated feature? Obviously, nothing else except Disney. So, would you rather have Zootopia or Moana?
I didn't see Zootopia.
You didn't?
No, I did not. But
oh my god!
It just looked like your standard DreamWorks fare. Like I've seen.
Did you just say DreamWorks?
I've seen Madagascar.
Don't you ever compare Disney to DreamWorks?
More talking animals.
No.
Okay.
Stop it.
I'm not comparing the two, but Kung Fu Panda was a good movie, so I'm not like a...
Okay, if you thought Kung Fu Panda was good, then you're gonna love Zootopia because it's miles ahead.
Zootopia is Disney?
Yes.
Oh.
I want to slap you right now. That's why I just said don't compare them.
Zootopia
was Disney. I want to, but I'm not gonna. I don't condone violence.
Is not allowed on this.
Honestly, I just want... I think Moana was only nominated for song and animated film, and I wanted to win both of them because I think it was snubbed. Honestly, there's 12 different best. There's an empty slot in the best pictures.
Really?
There's 7 nominations, I think, and they've whatever they've allotted for. There's one blank. Stick Moana in.
I don't think the Academy thinks animated movies are. They don't. They're not as serious and...
See, I think that they're written off as not as serious just because they're animated, but Moana has a really deep plot and it's really culturally diverse.
I feel like we've seen that story before though, right?
Where?
The rite of passage, princess needs to get past the wave. She needs to travel. I mean, it's the hero's journey, isn't it?
But it's done different because every other princess movie up to this point...
We could argue about this all day.
We could.
Let's move on.
Okay. Anything else you want to say about the Oscars?
No, it's nothing on the Oscars.
One more question. How many awards out of its 14 do you think La La Land is going to take? Half?
I'm gonna say 5.
I'm gonna say 7. I think it's complete Oscar bait.
It is. It's good, and they're gonna eat it up.
Oh yeah, they totally will.
Because it's actually well made, and that's the thing.
Oh, I mean,
last year it was. I don't know if you even paid attention to this, but it was The Revenant with Leonardo DiCaprio.
See, I didn't see that. That was his first ever Oscar.
That movie was just he didn't deserve the Oscar for.
Oh,
that
really?
Movie. No, he's
I didn't see it.
Well, there was all this buzz surrounding the movie about Leo hiding in the bear or in the horse. He hides in a horse. You've seen Empire Strikes Back when Luke hides.
Oh, it's like that.
Yeah, he slices open a horse and hides in it. It's pretty gross.
Ew.
He does a whole bunch of gross stuff in that movie, and there's all this press saying that he had to get hypothermia and pretty much do all this hard
he didn't.
labor, and it was so laborious.
He deserved it because of how hard he worked.
But no, it's I think he should have won for Wolf of Wall Street, but that's me.
Okay, that was a good movie. That was a good ass movie.
Yes.
That gave Margot Robbie her start.
Margot Robbie did get
Can we just talk about the fact that Suicide Squad is now Oscar-nominated Suicide Squad, and I think that is hilarious.
Suicide Squad is not even a real movie.
It's an Oscar-nominated
collage of pop songs.
It is an Oscar-nominated
superhero.
film. It is an Oscar-nominated film.
Nonsense.
The Academy has realized its brilliance. I think that is the funniest thing ever, honestly.
Okay.
I find it completely hilarious.
You love Suicide Squad.
I do.
Probably love Batman vs Superman.
No. No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I'm excited for Wonder Woman.
I'm not.
Oh, okay. Alright, that's good. Anyways.
She wasn't that cool in Batman.
Okay, literally, it made me mad because all of the trailers used, like, pretty much all of her footage. Like,
They
she was
did.
Wonder Woman in that movie for 5 minutes.
Honestly, yeah, they showed all her footage in the trailer, and then when she showed up in the movie, it wasn't that interesting.
I think it was cool when she was there, but the fact is that she wasn't there for most of it.
Yeah.
I guess Batman vs. Superman needed to be done for the origins of Justice League, but it was just so bad. Did you hear that Ben Affleck isn't directing Justice League now?
Ben Affleck wants no part in the superhero nonsense.
Well, he has to be now because he's Batman.
That may be correct, but he'll only play Batman. He won't be involved in anything.
Well, because he
else.
directed the last one.
Oh yeah,
And that's thought to be why he stepped down because of how bad it was received.
yeah, but I mean, he'll find work. He's not like.
Well, if
a guy like M. Night Shyamalan still has his career together, then Ben Affleck will pull it together.
I hate Split. I
haven't seen Split, but I heard it's a continuation of.
Do not see Split. It's bad. It's so bad.
Okay.
Anyways, moving on. Lady Gaga performed at Super Bowl LI's halftime show. We did not watch any of the show. We went into ate Cheesecake Factory, but we did watch the halftime show. And I guess I'll go first. I really liked it. I thought she did really good. I think her song choices were really well done and well organized. I like how she started with like a, this land is kind of like a political. What?
This land is our land,
Yeah. I thought that was a good start
Great
too.
redwood forest, it's the New York Island.
I thought that was a good
that song
start.
has like a political message, but she kind of like depoliticized it by inserting it in her song.
But in the same, it was like
But-
political, but like low key kind of.
Well, very like I doubt most people caught on like the.
Oh, I heard a rumor. I don't know if it's
message.
true, but I heard that the NFL told her she's not allowed to be political.
I'm pretty sure some exec said, "Hey, you get political and talk bad about the president, then
because this is the
you will
biggest
no
audience
longer
in
you will
America.
no longer sing out at one of these like crazy internationally broadcast events."
I kind of like that she kept politics out of it, though.
I wish there was more, but hey, she's a performer, and she at something like the Super Bowl where it's already about something like football and all the ad capital that's involved, and I see why it was good. I thought she was gonna fall at one point because she was
falling down.
I was like, oh my god, I don't know if that'd make it as the worst Super Bowl or the best Super Bowl.
Beyonce fell at the last Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and she made it a dance move, and it was iconic.
Oh yeah,
That was
I
great.
remember that. Yeah.
I liked it though. I thought her song choices and how everything went was good.
Better
My
than
one critique: don't ever perform Telephone if Beyonce's not there.
Oh yeah, that really.
I was kind of
really
surprised.
grinded your gears.
I thought she
remember
would be there. It actually surprised me that she didn't have any guests.
Yeah.
Because they have been doing that all in the past few years. What's your favorite halftime show ever? Do you know? Do you have one in particular? I'm sure you know what mine is.
Beyonce.
Of course. Do you have one in particular that you really enjoyed?
Nothing that comes to mind right now. Probably like The Who, I guess, but I don't. Nothing that really.
Nothing too major.
Yeah, nothing that really sticks out in my memory. Most of them have been.
I thought the last few years are pretty good. I'm not a big Bruno Mars fan, but I like Bruno. Coldplay was good, not because of Coldplay, but because of Beyonce.
You already forgot Coldplay before.
Black Eyed Peas were pretty good. Madonna.
Oh
was
yeah,
good.
when Slash emerged.
And Usher flew down from the sky.
Oh my god! Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought she was good. Can we talk about how people were like body shaming, and that is the most ridiculous thing ever?
Let's get a list.
Oh, you pulling up a list? All right, I'll talk while you pull up a list.
Okay.
The fact that people were body shaming and just like it was completely ridiculous to me because she had a slight stomach. Like honestly, people were like sucking that gut, like do sit-ups. I think I thought it was completely ridiculous. She looked incredible. She looked... Oh, Katy Perry. Katy Perry was really good. But, I mean, that was ridiculous to me. She looked great. And, you know, a lot of other performers would wear, like, Spanx or something to hide that. She's confident, and she has an awesome body, and people are just ridiculous. So who do we have? We have Lady Gaga.
So there was Coldplay, Beyonce, Bruno Mars last year.
Katy Perry.
Before that, Katy Perry.
With Missy Elliott. Yeah. Which was, that one was, I thought that was a great one, too.
Oh, hey, it's my college's marching band was...
ASU?
No idea that was a thing. Bruno Mars and the Red Hot Chili
Peppers. I thought Bruno Mars was okay.
Yeah, that one wasn't particularly memorable, I don't remember.
And then we had Beyonce.
Again.
And then who was it before that? Madonna.
Nicki
was there.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good. Then before that was the Black Eyed
Green,
Peas.
though.
Who invites CeeLo Green anywhere?
You had that song, like, fuck you. Remember that one?
Yeah, it was a good one. Yeah, before that was Black Eyed Peas.
Usher / I remember this one.
That was a good one. Honestly, I don't remember anything before that, really.
The Who.
I don't, like, remember any of the other ones.
Bruce Springsteen. Don't remember that. Tom Petty.
You know, before this, they did kind of more like...
It's more like rock band.
Yeah, and now they've moved to they moved to more pop.
Yup, and beyond, you have Beyonce to thank for that. Actually, no, you have Shania Twain before that.
I hope I didn't just max out everyone's audio. Sorry for that clap. Yeah, before
Spears,
well then
Aerosmith.
They used to do like the combos. Thing where a bunch of different people would come out. They don't do that anymore.
Christina Aguilera, Enrique Iglesias, and Phil Collins in 2000. Wow.
When was Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson?
That was
bad. That was really bad.
Yeah.
I don't remember when that was. Yeah, they kind of moved more pop though, and I like that. But they said that they want Taylor Swift to do the next one, and
Justin Timberlake exposed one of Janet Jackson's breasts. The halftime show.
Oh, that's funny. That's why they stopped doing.
Oh
pop.
yeah. It says here after the Super Bowl, whose halftime show featured, that incident, the halftime show began to feature classic rock acts until the return of headline pop musicians in 2011.
That started with the Black Eyed Peas. That was interesting. And then Justin Timberlake was in 2004. It was Jessica Simpson. What? Jessica Simpson performed at the Super Bowl? But yeah, overall, I quite enjoyed Lady Gaga. Did you say the same?
Yes.
It was a good one. It was a good one. I don't want them to do Taylor Swift next year.
I hope not.
I'll be so sad.
They should do something different.
Just that isn't... I don't care who it is as long as it is not her. Just keep her away. Just keep her away. But yeah, I'll cry.
Nicki Minaj, maybe?
I would die. I don't think they ever will. I think she's too raunchy, honestly.
She is.
But I would be so happy. I mean, she's performed at the Superdome before. She did it with Madonna.
That is true.
I think she could do her own show. But, anything else you want to say on this?
Mm-mm.
Alright, so now we're going to move on to our final little end bit, and we're going to do shows to recommend. I think I've recommended some shows in the past, but Andy should have a fresh perspective on it. So I will let you go. Give us some shows you like.
Well, if you're lucky enough to have access to HBO, you should check out the show Young Pope, which is about Jude Law as the young pope.
I find that so weird.
He's obsessed with Coke Zero, and yeah, it's not a show that I would typically be interested in, but I happen to love it a lot.
It just seems too dumb.
It seems incredible, but it takes its premise so seriously.
How? How can you take that premise seriously?
It does, and it's beautiful. Anyways,
it's beautiful. Okay, let's go one for one. So I'll say one. If you're a fan of anime, you should watch Yu-Gi-Oh! I talk about this I don't talk about this too often on the podcast.
You hadn't seen the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge series, so I showed you that. But...
Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge on YouTube is very funny, but I recommend the original show, not GX, Zexel, 5Ds, or R5, none of that shit.
We saw the movie recently.
Yes. I talked about that a little bit on the last podcast.
Dimension.
So good. It's my top movie of 2017. I haven't seen very many movies
Oh my
in
God.
2017, but it's for sure my top. It was honestly really good.
Just seeing it with a bunch of other Yu-Gi-Oh raving fanboys.
That made it fun. That made it even better because the whole audience would laugh when Kaiba said
They
something
were-
funny and like.
They laughed at everything, at every meta joke. Even the characters in the movie didn't take themselves seriously. And
Like Joey made
jokes
that stupid
at their
face.
expense.
Yeah, it was great. But I would highly recommend you watch Yu-Gi-Oh! If you like anime. If you don't, then don't watch this. It's like, a lot of other animes where it's very story driven and stuff. But I would highly recommend it if you like anime. Do you have another one?
I like anime. I like Full Metal Alchemist and Cowboy Bebop.
I haven't seen any of those.
Older animes.
I haven't watched very many animes except for that, and I guess Pokemon.
Have you seen many anime movies? Like, I guess Akira.
I just don't watch very much anime in general.
Miyazaki films. We need to watch some Miyazaki because
I haven't seen it.
Disney
I love
release their movie like Miyazaki's films in the U.S. and have like actors like Christian Bale or
Really?
yeah,
See,
Angelina
everyone
Jolie
prefers
star on those Miyazaki movies.
Everyone prefers sub anime, but I like dubbed.
I like
always
English
liked
dub, but some of the
Did
English
you-
dubs have to be horrible.
I just remembered another anime. Did you watch Zatch Bell?
No.
That was I forgot about that. It was voiced by the kid who did Jimmy Neutron.
I watched
the main
a lot
guy.
of Dragon Ball Z.
I never
Jimmy
watched
Neutron
Dragon Ball
was
Z.
in an anime.
No, the main character of Zatch Bell was voiced by the kid who did it. That's one I need to go back and
That's
rewatch. It had a great
weird.
PS2 game too. That was a good game. Okay. Do you have another suggestion?
Yes.
Tell
Shadow
us.
of the Colossus. If you have PS2
Isn't that a game?
on PS2.
I thought we were doing
I'm
shows.
doing a PS2 plug right now.
Okay. PS2 is a great system.
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo, Night of 100 Frights. Probably the best game on the PS2.
I don't know about that.
No, I think it's the number one.
I got Metal Gear Solid, Snake Eater.
I mean, it has great games. It's the highest selling console of all time.
Yeah,
It's great.
Really? Highest
Yeah.
selling?
The DS
Nintendo Wii would be up there, wouldn't it?
50 million behind. But yeah, that's Nintendo's high. Well, no, Nintendo's highest selling is the DS. And the DS was like, they said that the DS beat the PS2, but it was like also including like DS, DS Lite,
Breath of the Wild
DSi,
is
DS.
almost out.
I'm so excited for the Switch, and I need to refrain from talking about it because I think people are sick of it because I've talked about it for the past 5 podcasts, but I don't care.
Alright, I'm
I
a
am
big
so
Zelda
excited for Breath
as
of the
well as
Wild.
Colby here, but
I'm rocking right now, back and forth.
I'm probably more excited than you, but I'm like keeping it.
Do you
inside.
have the console pre-ordered already?
No, but I'm gonna be able to afford it anyway. I don't usually pre-order things. I just
You're not gonna be able to get one day one.
no, you're probably right.
I'll bring mine over though. We can play
Yeah, that'd be great.
because they save files, so you can play one too. But I'm so excited
Hope
for the
it's better
Switch.
than Skyward Sword.
Okay, well, I mean, they would have to make a pile of shit for it to be it would be very hard
It has
to be worth.
voice acting, so it
I'm
might
so
be
excited
bad.
for that.
As
Honestly-
a Zelda purist, I don't like my protagonist not to be
He's
silent
not talking.
protagonists. They
No,
need to be
Link isn't talking. I mean, at least from
good.
everything we've seen, he's not
good.
talking.
Link cannot talk. But like
Zelda is. And honestly, the Japanese trailer where they were talking, because that's what we saw at the presentation, the voice acting sounded really, really good, but the US sounds like okay. But like, I think it'll be good. Zelda sounds like a princess. Like, she sounds like royalty. I think they pick good voices. I'm very excited. I hope that Zelda has a really prominent, role in the story. Not just a
but
damsel in
There's
distress.
going to be people who are like, I don't want her to sound like a princess. I want her to sound like a heroine
But she is-
who's like,
I thought you meant like drug heroin.
no, with the a strong female character.
That's
who
not
isn't
Nintendo style.
Stereotypical, anyway. Okay, yeah.
Nintendo's
you know what I mean.
very traditional in the sense of except for Super Princess Peach, which is
Tetra
also one
was
of the
a
best games.
Was a subversive, I feel like.
And she's Zelda, so
place for the character, I guess.
and Sheik too.
Even though that is Zelda.
I mean, so is Tetra though.
Yeah, that is true.
They're both Zelda.
They have the, bait and switch.
Mm-hmm. I just, honestly, like, everything, these past few months have just been terrible for Nintendo. Just everything has gone wrong and been bad, and all this new stuff coming out about the Switch, like the fact that you cannot do any networking on this thing, like, with friends on it at all. You have to use a smartphone app.
They have a Zelda coming
You
out
have to
on
use
it.
a smartphone app. There's no
Really?
talking to friends, parties, messages, anything on the actual console. And I imagine it's so that because probably the console can't handle doing that in a game at once.
Yeah.
But, like, to talk to your friends, you have to use the phone. Why not just have a phone call? Like, at that point, I mean, how do I listen to the audio of the game and my party? It's just with everything coming out, it's been a few bad months for Nintendo, but Breath of the Wild is a breath, no pun intended, of fresh air. Everything about it just sounds good and happy and pure, and I'm just so excited.
Relief, yes.
That's the only game I'm getting at launch. Everything else is stupid.
I don't blame you, especially with, how much money.
I mean, I'm getting the special edition. So that's a $120
That's
game.
the way to go.
And I gotta get like more. This thing is gonna cost me because I've also got to get like 2 more Joy-Cons. If they have a Pro controller, I gotta get that. This thing is gonna cost me like $600 day one. But I'm ready for it.
You're ready.
I am a Nintendo fanboy through and through. And I just hope I don't get treated like I did for buying the Wii U. I got treated like a piece of shit that was just ignored. And I hope that doesn't happen again. But I think this is gonna go good. I feel like they're gonna actually sell. I think it's gonna be good. Do you think? Because I feel like this is their last chance. I feel like if they don't sell consoles here, they're leaving the console industry.
Well, they always have the world of apps and Pokemon Go.
Yeah, and like
increased their market share.
Yeah, that's what they've been doing. But I think they've never been a strong hardware seller except for the Wii, and I think this is it for them if they can't pull in sales this time. What do you think?
I think they're always going to have a customer base of families who are diehard Nintendo lovers.
Well, I think with the Wii U, the only people who bought that were the hardcore. I think that really showed.
The demographic that used to buy the Nintendo Wiis have moved on to other gaming
consoles. I mean, partially because the Wii U had such terrible marketing. A lot of people just thought there were so many people that I had to explain this is not just like an add-on; it's a whole new console. People didn't know that.
Yeah,
and I think that was Nintendo's core fan was the Wii U. I don't think anyone else was reached by that, and I think the Switch already has a lot more appeal. Especially even just the fact that you can play Skyrim on the go has made people so excited.
Skyrim is hugely popular, especially among Nintendo fanboys, because those two circles overlap. So,
and Pokemon in HD finally.
Pokemon, yeah, Nintendo. I feel like the Switch has it. It will. I feel like it's going to bring them back to where they were.
I think so too, and I think if it doesn't, though, they're done. I think they move into third party.
Yeah, and that may not be such a bad move for them at this point.
Mm-hmm. I agree
with the limited capabilities of the Switch.
Well, no, I don't agree.
They're kind of relying purely on their games at this point.
That's what they've been doing for so long, and I think it comes to a point where you can't keep doing that. I have heard it's pretty easy for developers to port games to it, so that might start, but the thing is with the Switch, if you get a third-party game, it's always going to be the lowest one. It's always going to be the lowest quality because that's just what the Switch is. It's not as powerful as, the PS Pro or the Scorpio. It's none of those things. It's the Switch. It's its own thing.
Yeah, I agree.
And we'll just have to see. I mean, they tried it it worked with the Wii. It worked, well, it didn't really work with the GameCube. Didn't work with the Wii U, and they're doing it again.
Do you think? I don't remember how the GameCube performed in sales.
It's like second lowest behind the Wii U.
I love the GameCube.
I mean, that's the thing though. The GameCube had amazing games, and it only sold 21 million, and the Wii U's at 14 million.
It came out right when the Xbox did, didn't it?
It was competing against PS2 and the Xbox. And that's the thing though. They relied on their games, and they failed. Because it had amazing games. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, Melee.
I guess the appeal of a cube wasn't as appealing as a box.
Well, I mean, that's the thing with, I think the reason the Wii did so well was motion gaming was so like, what?
Revolutionary?
Yeah.
Except it wasn't. It was really clunky and...
I mean, no, yeah, but for the family, that doesn't matter.
and-
For families playing Wii Sports and Mario Party, that doesn't matter.
Shigeru Miyamoto up there with the, nunchuck and Wii remote, and he's doing like the Wii music thing where he's like playing a violin.
Yeah.
But he looks so like in bliss.
But it did
great.
great. It did great for them, and I just hope the Switch can. Those were some great show suggestions. We completely didn't do that.
We kind of went off topic, but
One more show.
Suggestions and games.
Scandal.
Scandal. You love Scandal.
Scandal.
Olivia Pope.
Is queen of my life.
Slay.
That was so Slay. I love
Uninspired
Scandal.
Slay for that show.
That's a great show. Highly recommend it. But, okay, do you have any final shows you want to recommend?
That just about does it for me tonight.
Do you have any final things you would like to say before I do our outro?
Not really.
Alright. Well, I would like to thank Andy for being on with me today. You did a great job.
Oh, thank
Comment
you.
down below if you're watching this on YouTube if you enjoyed him. If you didn't, he'll never be back again. But, seriously, thank you. Thank you so much for doing this for me. I am not very good at doing it on my own. It's just me rambling on for 30 minutes very nervously. And it's so awkward because there's no one to talk to, so I'm just like, okay, next topic.
You're very sweet.
Aww. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I'll see you back in 2 weeks with the next episode. With Andy again, most likely. But, yeah. Bye, guys.
Good one, folks.